Hello viewers, it's a pleasure to have you here. Residents of another Benue community have been forced to abandon their homes after a fresh amid attack reignited fears of worsening insecurity in the state. Just as families were still mourning, victims of recent violence in Otukpo local government area, gunfire reportedly erupted once again, sending men, women, and children running for their lives. The latest incident has raised fresh concerns about the ability of rural communities to withstand repeated attacks, with many residents now wondering whether it is safe to remain in their ancestral homes. According to reports, the latest attack occurred in Ondo community, located in Oboju, Otukpo local government area of Benue State. Residents said armed men stormed the community in the early hours, firing shots that forced people to flee in different directions. The sound of gunfire reportedly shattered the calm of the community, leaving families with little choice but to abandon their homes in search for safety. Eyewitnesses said the attack happened so suddenly that many residents escaped with only the clothes they were wearing. Some reportedly fled into nearby bushes, while others sought refuge in neighboring communities, fearing the attackers could continue their assault. Parents were said to have struggled to keep their children together amid the confusion, while elderly residents also rushed to escape the violence. The latest attack comes at a particularly painful moment for the people of Otukpo local government area. The community was still recovering from another deadly attack that reportedly claimed the lives of more than 18 people in Otukpo Nobi. Another community within the same local government area, that earlier tragedy had already left many families grieving, while survivors called for stronger security measures to prevent further bloodshed. Now, with another community under attack, many residents fear that the violence may be spreading rather than subsiding. Community members said they have been living with uncertainty for months, never knowing when another attack might occur. For many families, daily life has become overshadowed by fear, with farming, trading, and other normal activities increasingly disrupted by insecurity. A native of the community and the Labour Party House of Assembly candidate for the 2027 election, Honorable Jimmy Nat, confirmed that he received distressing information from members of his family while the attack was still ongoing. In a message shared during the incident, he warned residents to protect themselves and alleged that armed Fulani attackers had invaded the community. This reflects his account of the incident and has not been independently verified by authorities. According to Honorable Nat, the attack was still in progress when the message reached him, highlighting the urgency of the situation. His warning quickly spread among residents and other concerned Nigerians, further drawing attention to the developing security crisis in the area. As news of the attack circulated, many people expressed concern for families trapped within the affected community. At the time the report emerged, there was no immediate official confirmation regarding the number of casualties or injuries resulting from the latest attack. The absence of verified casualty figures has made it difficult to determine the full extent of the damage, while families continue searching for missing relatives and checking on the safety of loved ones who may have escaped into surrounding areas. Efforts to obtain an official reaction from the Benue State Police Command were unsuccessful. Reports indicate that calls and text messages sent to the command spokesperson seeking confirmation and comments did not receive a response before publication. As a result, many important questions remain unanswered, including the number of people affected and the current security situation within the community. The lack of immediate official information has contributed to growing anxiety among residents, many of whom remain reluctant to return to their homes until security agencies declare the area safe. Some displaced families reportedly chose to spend the night in neighboring communities rather than risk returning to the village, where uncertainty continued. Security experts have repeatedly warned that attacks on rural communities often have consequences extending far beyond the immediate loss of life. Families forced to flee frequently lose access to their homes, farms, livestock, and businesses. Children may also miss school for extended periods, while vulnerable residents, including the elderly and people with disabilities, often struggle to cope with sudden displacements. Benue State has experienced repeated security challenges over the years, with many communities facing attacks that have resulted in deaths, injuries, and widespread displacements. Community leaders have consistently appealed for stronger security deployments, improved intelligence gathering, and faster emergency responses to protect residents living in vulnerable areas. The latest attack has once again intensified calls for decisive action from both state and federal authorities. Many residents believe sustained security operations are necessary to prevent repeated attacks and restore confidence among communities that have lived under constant fear for years. They argue that beyond responding after attacks occur, authorities must strengthen preventive measures capable of stopping violence before it begins. Analysts say protecting rural communities requires a combination of effective intelligence gathering, rapid deployment of security personnel, and close cooperation with local residents. Community members are often the first to notice suspicious movements and can provide valuable information if appropriate reporting channels are available and trusted. Humanitarian concerns are also growing as repeated attacks force families from their homes. Displaced residents frequently require temporary shelter, food, clean water, healthcare, and psychological support after fleeing violence. Without adequate assistance, communities affected by insecurity may continue facing hardship long after the gunfire has ended. The attack has also renewed concerns about the broader impact of insecurity on agriculture in Benue State, widely regarded as one of Nigeria's major food-producing regions. Many farmers have become increasingly reluctant to cultivate distant farmlands due to fears of violent attacks. Security experts warn that continued insecurity could affect food production, household incomes, and economic activities across affected communities. Residents who escaped the latest violence say their immediate priority is survival. Many have expressed hope that security agencies will quickly secure the area, allowing families to return home without fear of further attacks. However, some also admit they remain uncertain about whether returning immediately will be safe. Authorities are expected to continue assessing the situation while working to establish exactly what happened. Investigation will likely focus on determining the circumstances surrounding the attack, identifying those responsible, and preventing additional violence. Community leaders have urged residents to remain calm while cooperating with security agencies investigating the incidents. For the people of Ondo community, however, the latest attack is more than another headline. It represents another painful disruption to ordinary lives, another wave of frightening families fleeing into uncertainty, and another reminder of the difficult security challenges confronting many rural communities across Nigeria. As the search for answers continues, residents hope that lasting solutions, not just temporary responses, will finally bring peace to communities that have endured repeated violence for far too long. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you find this report informative, kindly like, share, and subscribe for more news reports. I'm Chidera Eso. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next reports.